Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna do this in one take because editing is, I don't know, it's really hard and it takes my computer forever because I have like really horrible stats. I'll try and look it up really quick, see if I can actually show it. I think you do properties, this PC. It says Intel Celeron CPU N3450, only 1.1 gigahertz, so you know what I'm dealing with here. This computer is a toaster. But some people are saying like they can't record with their 2008 computer. I don't know. I think they should try. Like, I just have XSplit and it works really well. Hypercam sometimes worked, but Hypercam made videos that were super large in file size, so I would actually never really mess with that program, because I'd have maybe a 10-minute video that's a gigabyte, and I'm like, I really can't deal with that right now. But in this episode, I'm gonna try to complete the fight caves, and I want to get my range level up for that, so I'm gonna go get a bow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need ruin arrows, I'm gonna need iron arrows. I don't even think I can wield that. I need some real starter range items. I'm gonna go check out this range shop over here and see if they have maybe iron knives. Like a charge bow should work. I'm on regular mode, so the way this is gonna work is I'll just get like 80 range with the charge bow, or like 60, whatever is required for ruin arrows, and then I should be ready to get to 99 pretty quickly. Six, 7. I did not know that the magic bow was 50 range. In regular RuneScape, I always was waiting for the day that I got 61 range, and it probably like sounds silly to some people because 61 range should be a super easy, but I don't know. For me, it took at least a few days of training, hardcore training, and the reason I really wanted it, because I could go to Green Dragons and make massive profits off of those dragon bones. I'm just gonna go kill the yaks, and looks like I'm getting range levels really quickly, which is cool. And 66 prayer, magic. I won't train magic until I really need it, probably. I don't know if I'll really need it, other than like getting all the max total level. I don't think I'll really even need it that much for the requirements. I feel kind of like a noob because I'm just training here with like these apprentices. I don't know. At least I'm a higher combat level than Iron Canute. I don't even know if this is an apprentice. I don't think so. This might not be. No, yeah, I think he's an apprentice, but it's not. Yeah, he's not really an Iron Man because he has the um whatever that symbol is. I think it's for challenging or difficult. It's like 10 times experience, which is why apprentices are kind of hard to train. But if you just set it to train when you log in, like after a week, it'll be basically max combat. Just gonna need to get 99 range. I might actually go to a custom home, like find some chinchompas somehow. I don't. If I have to hunt them, then that's gonna suck. But maybe I can purchase them off of someone, or if they're in a shop, I can like find them from that shop. Ooh, I got bolas. If you have bolas in the wild, you can string your opponents and teleblock them. They'll never be able to escape. I used to do that in the first Anarchy version. I would get the bolas, I would get the teleblock. It's pretty sick. And I'd have like a group of 3 people, all Dragonclaw, AGS spec, a bot, all at the same time. And then if one member of our group was really messing up, like, we would go after him too. If he was messing with anyone, if anyone was messing with us, we would definitely go after them. And they would not be able to pray the pain away. .80 range. I bet there's something better that I can use. But these are actually like pretty good hits for just 80 range, hitting 17s. If I used knives, I bet that'd be a lot faster. You know what? Actually, I could just go to Fight Caves and train my range in Fight Cave. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I need to get a certain number of materials. Like, I wonder if you can use purple sweets in there. Doesn't seem very fair, so like I'm not gonna do that. But I need more dragon bolts, I think. Yeah, I messed up real bad one time. I went in there with like probably only 100 or 200 bolts, and it was just not enough. Let's see how much money I have. 5 mil almost. I could purchase a lot of these, but how much is that going to cost? 500k. That's actually pretty cheap. And then I also want, what do I want? Armor. I can wear all of this. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and wear all of this. I need Amulet of Glory, which I think Melee Shops has one of those. Amulet of Glory. I wonder if I want some more tanky armor, or if that's necessary. Might as well get the Toktis Ketzil. And I think all I need is the Colonimancer gloves, which I don't think you start with. Oh wait. somehow I already have the gloves, so I think you actually might start with them. I don't know how I already have them, but that saves me some time. I'm going to bring some overloads, bring some of all of these. I think the super restores are going to be the most important part of fight caves, right? And then you don't really need too many Ceradom and Brews as long as you're not getting hit too many times. I think this setup is pretty decent. Alright, and then I'm gonna want some melee weapons maybe. Alright, now to go to fight caves, which I think one of these portals up here actually can bring you. Oh, see, yeah. You guys gotta check out these portals, because as you can see, there's some cool teleports. Let's see what this guy says. You want to help Jal Kit Comp Kit? What is this place? This is the fight cave. Okay, enter the cave, make sure you're prepared. Are there any rules? Are there any rules? Do I win anything? You ask a lot of questions. Might give you Tokul. No, I'm in it for the fire cape, bro. Tokul is like your coins. Why isn't he telling me I'm gonna get a fire cape? Oh, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go in. And now it's making me run somewhere, I don't know where. To the center, or what? Does it do that in real RS? Wave 1. Someone just did fight kiln, like, a day ago. I think it was Chris. Chris said that in the middle of his fight kiln, there was a DC, so like the entire server got disconnected. And I guess when he logged back in, it should start you on the same wave, but for him, it started him on the same wave, and he probably got KO'd right away, because fight kiln is pretty rough. There's, yeah, one round where there's 2 Jads, and I think there's like multiple waves with Jads, probably like 10 waves with Jads, which is very difficult. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty easy. Not taking like any damage. I remember in regular RS this was way more difficult. Am I allowed to have this guy in here? I can bank in here. Okay, that's obviously way too overpowered, but I'm like almost max combat, so fight cave really should be an easy task. I heard that people will pay for a fight cave on RuneScape, so I'm wondering if any 138s or 126s ever do that. That'd be like the weakest 126 I've ever seen, is if they pay for fight caves at that level. Tis Keck. Yeah, I could have brought darts in here, or knives. I should also drink my overload. I feel like I'm missing something. Should I use prayer at this point? I'm not sure. This crossbow seems pretty quick, so it's good. My range level is now 83. I bet by the end of this, I'm probably going to get 99 range. Like, if I'm at 2.6 mil and 99 range is 12, how much is it? 12, 13 million. Yeah, I'm like a fourth of the way there, or a fifth of the way there. I'm pretty close. These guys are like super annoying, but I think it's little birds that can drain your prayer, right? I think in regular RS, the little guys would do like tiny amounts of damage on me. Ooh, this guy's actually hitting. So like I might actually need to pray for that. I might be wrong, but a lot of these NPCs are really not doing any damage. In regular RS, they would be smacking you. I'm not even wearing any melee protection armor, so I think they should be hitting a lot harder. I am also only on wave like 9 out of 63, so let's see what happens. Oh, I had to clean my computer a little bit. Like, there was video files, too many of them. They were taking up way too much space. I should probably check to make sure that I even have enough storage for this video. Let's find out how much space I have on my PC. It says I have 3 gigabytes, and if this takes me less than an hour, then I feel like I should be good. I recorded a 50-minute Completionist video, and let me check how long that one was. I was trying to take another one of the videos that I recorded and try and like make the volume lower and edit it a little bit. I wanted to make it a little bit shorter, but unfortunately it was taking way too long to render. Okay, let's find out how large that one file was. That 50-minute video was 800 megabytes, so if I have 3 gigabytes remaining, that should be plenty. I'm kind of lucky that YouTube has me confirmed, so I can live stream, and I can also upload videos that are super long. Like, they don't allow you to upload videos that are more than 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys remember that in the past, but yeah, that's still a thing. I think they made it a lot easier though. All I had to do was confirm my phone number, and yeah, without a phone number, there's a lot of stuff on the internet you can't do. Like, yeah, for my bank account, I use my phone number. For a lot of emails, I use my phone number. For confirmation. Yeah, and a lot of businesses, if you buy from them online, you gotta put your phone number in, and sometimes they'll call you. Like one time I ordered from a vape shop, and yeah, they actually called me up and they were wondering if it was a legitimate purchase. They're like, "Hey, yo, is this actually you?" I'm like, "Yeah." 'Cause I don't know why they really called me though, because the name was the same as the name on the card. I don't. Maybe that's a thing though, where the scammers will send it to themselves, but they'll like use the card holder's name. That makes sense. Like if I had someone else's card and I was ordering stuff, and I just used their name, like Joe Swanson or whatever. I'm like, yeah, Joe Swanson definitely lives here, even though he's all the way in Texas. Someone recently just got my credit card information, and some people are wondering how exactly that works. Like if someone actually got physical access to my card, but the way I think that works is that the numbers were leaked online, and they had enough information to use it to buy 4 pairs of $130 shoes. So for a total of like $500 I had drained from my bank account. Luckily I got it all back within 3 days, but that was pretty stressful. And I have to wonder the security on these websites. Oh shit. Wait. What does this do? Melee? This thing is scary, bro. Like, yeah. I was just kidding before when I said that they're not very powerful. Like, I take that back. I'm kind of scared of them now. Hey, Alex is back. Alex is one of our kind of new players. I noticed he just started 2 days ago. So that's pretty cool. I look forward to meeting a lot of new players. I think the new players are really fun to talk to, see where they live. Some people are in the United States, others Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand. We've got people all over the world. It's fun to see what it's like where they live. As far as I can tell, United Kingdom is like the worst place to live because it rains all the time. So I would not want to move there, but I would move to California. California they have some pretty sick weather. They have a lot of forest fires though. Yeah, like recently. Oh no. I need to pray. But recently there's been a lot of forest fires in an area that I would have actually wanted to move to, called Ventura. I think the name of the city is Ventura. It's right next to the ocean, and there's millions of people living there. I think. I would look it up, but Google Chrome takes up a lot of RAM, and my computer really isn't that great. I only have 4 gigabytes of RAM on this computer. Even though I'm only on what wave am I on? 20 something? I'm not even on 20 yet. Like, you gotta keep watching, because they come out of nowhere. And it seems like your prayer drops kind of quickly. Or maybe that's just the eagle eye that I have that makes that happen. Yik Mejkat looks pretty sick with all the particles. Yeah, I think they look pretty sick, the new version of these NPCs after the 2012 EOC update. Or I wonder when they actually changed the look of this, if it was in 2012. Yeah, I'm getting kind of bored of these melee NPCs. I want to bring the combination of melee and range. That'd be cool. And then once it's melee and the mage ones, the mage ones are horrible. It was a really good decision to come in here with a low range level so I could actually train my range and also do this at the same time. Where everyone train their Iron Man combat stats. Where does everyone train them? They might train them at custom homes, maybe. Slayer. Slayer makes sense. Some people are complaining about Slayer that it brings them to nulled areas, but the teleport is kind of a luxury feature. It does suck that it's teleporting them to areas that are like they can't move at all, and it's basically like a black area with NPCs where they're standing, I think, and they can't do anything. But at that point, you could just teleport and either get a new task or look for the task yourself. And some people ask where the tasks are, so I did have to add the ability to teleport to them. It just makes it a lot easier. I think that walking to your task is kind of lame. Like trying to walk to the Slayer Tower in OSRS all the time, that was a real burden. Like, who wants to do that? But those spiritual mages, though, like, they were giving me nightmares. They almost killed me a few times. Crazy. Hopefully I'm thinking of the right name, the spiritual mages in the Slayer Tower. Slayer Tower is a super sick place, though. There's a lot of different NPCs in there that I used to fight. Prayer's almost out. It's a good thing I have flasks instead of the non-flasks. Like, the regular potions would not last me as long. But really, this is taking way less time than it would on OSRS, because on OSRS I'd have a way lower range level. I wonder if it's easier to do damage. Oh, look at that. We've got range and melee. So I'm going to try to get the melee guy stuck, if that's even possible. Okay, so the melee guy is stuck. We'll see if I can shoot at him from here. Somehow I can shoot at him. I do have a line of sight, if you guys can see that. Just like barely. It's kind of scary though. And yeah, I'm on an administrator account, so like you can see all of the people like gaining and losing their net worth. They lost 13 mil, 14 mil, 19, 15. Usually when they're buying items from shops, because the currency is worth less than the items. There's the melee guy. I wonder what the melee guy can hit. It's my HP level, like 99. This spot is way too overpowered. Like, was this invented specifically for safing? Is that the correct word? Do they say like safing when you're hiding behind a wall from a safe place? Yeah, I remember it was super important when you were killing green dragons. You would always have to stand behind some rocks because, yeah, green dragons can do a lot of damage with their melee, especially on piers. Yeah, I could program these NPCs to have like smart pathfinding where they could walk around, but yeah, I don't really. Okay, these birds are annoying. Let's see what we're at for our bolts. We're at 441. Can I like make it to the end with this many bolts? I feel like you need at least 300, but if I run out of bolts, I'll feel so dumb. I have another 100 right here, though. I'll use this for Jad. Hopefully the Dragon Bolt spec will activate for him. I gotta watch out for that melee. That melee will sneak up on you. Tis Keck. This guy could be the melee one. No. Melee one is hiding somewhere else. He must be on the other side of this wall. Oh, I redid the website. The website has like almost rotating videos. It has updated images which are no longer from our previous OSRS server. They're actually correct updates, or I mean images. And then yeah, the videos are kind of random. There's 3 different videos that will play. One video is one of my first promotional videos of the server, and another one is some guy staking and showing off his biggest accomplishments on Anarchy, including some risk fights. Does anyone know what the max hit of this melee guy is? Because I really can't risk dying to him. Oh shit, he's walking towards me. That guy's like the T-Rex, for real. He's the T-Rex, and Tokazil is something else. He looks kind of like, like a guy in a suit. What was that video game that was kind of like Call of Duty? You could like hop in a suit and go and kill people. I think it was a special ability, or like the suit was something one member of the team could use. That game was super popular, but I never purchased the game. I've just had a bad track record with keeping my PCs together. Like my PCs always blow up. My laptop blew up. Or no, I spilled beer on my laptop, so it happened. And my friend actually did the same thing. He spilled beer on his laptop, and I don't know if we brought them to the same guy to repair it, but mine was repaired and working. All I had to do was take the RAM out, and then it stopped working randomly after just a week of using it, so I was very sad. But I looked at the hard drive, and there wasn't too much important on there. Most of my files are backed up with Dropbox, so even though I lose computers like every year, I always have backups of all the important things that I kind of need. Yeah, my friend, he's still using his laptop. I'm pretty jealous after he pretty much just destroyed it. He also had a MacBook before he has an MSI right now, which is worth almost $2,000, but he had a MacBook which was worth probably $1,500, and he got super drunk, and we make fun of him all the time for he peed on his computer, and he also peed on someone's iPad. I don't know like what's psychologically wrong with him, but yeah, he does that sometimes when he gets drunk. It's almost like he realizes that technology is ruining his life, I think, is what I got from it. He's like, I hate this thing. This thing is ruining my life. And then he pees on it. It's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, I have no good computers anymore. I'm currently waiting for my something in the mail, a new not a hard drive. I've got the hard drive, I've got the RAM, I think I have the processor, and I thought the processor was bad, at first, but actually it's not. Oh shit, he's on me. I gotta run. I gotta run. This guy better back off, bro. It seems way easier to get them trapped in Anarchy than it is in OSRS. Like in OSRS, they would be walking around walls like, oh, he's on his way. Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, we're good. Yeah, in the mail, I'm getting a new... Oh, what is it? A new motherboard, that's right. And it's like the most expensive part of my computer so far. Like before I buy my graphics card, which will be far more expensive if I get a good graphics card. I'll have to play some video games and see if my really, really cheap graphics card is good enough. It probably won't be. But usually when I'm on the computer, I don't play too many video games. I like to make music, sometimes usually electronic music, when I have a good processor. Yeah, I spent like hundreds of dollars on music making software, and without a good processor, I can't even use it. On this computer, I can record and play Anarchy just fine, but with this computer, I can't make any music that I want to make. Oh, he's onto me. I wonder if I can pray melee. Oh, the range one's also on me. So I'm gonna have to run around this wall really quick. There's two of them. Okay. So after these two, there's gonna be two melee ones, right, on the next wave. Alex is pretty new. He doesn't know the prices. Does he already have a Halloween? Alex has been playing a lot for someone who just started 2 days ago. I think I checked his game time. It was 300 minutes or more, which is like 5-6 hours, which is 2 to 3 hours per day. It's pretty good. A lot of our staff members play 2 hours per day minimum, I think. Some days 3 hours, some days 4 hours. Yeah, some of them play twice as much as the others, but I don't really care how long they play, as long as we have staff on all the time. It's my main goal at the moment. Alright, I need to eat food because I think there's going to be two melee ones. And I'm going to need a lot of prayer. Alright, yeah, there's two melee ones. The Yit Mejkats, level 180. Alex has acquired 30 million from an unknown source. It's always from an unknown source. Kind of wish it would be a little bit more specific, but that's fine. Buying 500 dragon bones. Does anyone have 500 dragon bones on hand that they haven't already used? Yeah, dragon bones are pretty good for training prayer, but I think most people do ogre bones. I'm going to try and type with one hand. Get ogre bones for prayer. That's what I'll have to do after this, probably, is try to get 99 prayer. Or at least get 95 prayer for turmoil and soul split, because turmoil is really overpowered. Alright, so after the two melee comes the magic one, right? And I have to keep my distance from the mage, because the mage one can also do melee damage, and that's what messes me up a lot of the time, is when they start doing melee damage as well. It's a good thing that they don't run up to you, because if they did run up to me, I would definitely have to be switching prayers left and right. And could you imagine if Jad would try and walk up to you? I could like program Jad so that he would do that, and then you'd have to switch between 3 different prayers, which would be pretty difficult. So I'm on wave, what wave am I on? Like 30, hopefully. This is kind of taking a while. I have no idea how long I've been recording. I've been recording probably 50 minutes already. Damn. I really hope that my recording doesn't get ruined, or at least if my recording like stops because it realizes I don't have enough space, or because there was an issue, then maybe it'll still play afterwards, as long as the file doesn't get corrupted. That'd be a huge loss to lose 50 minutes of like recording. That would suck. Kek. Yeah. Oh, okay. PKing was on point. Yeah, everyone on our server is way too good at PKing. And then I make the bots harder, and they're like, oh no, you made them harder. And they have flambers, and they're overpowered. I'm like, well, your KDR is like 100 to 1, so I don't know if you can really complain. I know people get so mad if they die in first-person shooter games, so I can only imagine how angry you get if you die on Anarchy. And they think they're invincible. They always go out there with their max gear. Imagine going out there with like Torva and then losing some Torva pieces. You'd be so mad, and you'd basically ask me for a rollback. But the thing is, you could ask me for a rollback and it wouldn't make any sense because you went out there. You decided to risk that Torva. But if you have Torva, then like, yeah, you'll basically never die because you can save a lot. There was a clip on YouTube that was super famous. It was a clip of someone in Torva that was tanking really, really hard in a PvP world, and then they were disconnected. I don't know the reason that they were disconnected. Maybe their router just stopped working. But yeah, they lost their full Torva, and the guy who was killing him got it on, like, in recording that he got that Torva drop. But wait, since it was in a PvP world, I don't think he actually got the items that dropped, which is kind of sad. And yeah, he just got probably like PvP statuettes or whatever you get on the PvP worlds, which is kind of cool, but I think that it might be even cooler if you got the actual drops like in the wild. So that was after the Wilderness update, right? Where they like added the wild line, or I'm thinking of a lot of different stuff right now. I remember when there was a lot of complaints about the Wilderness being taken away. That's when the PvP worlds were added, right? Or were the PvP worlds added way after? I can't quite remember. But yeah, there was a huge storm of people that were like, super mad after Wild was discontinued. They had to bring it back. It's like one of the few updates they like removed and then have to bring it back. Yeah, we kind of had a similar update where you wouldn't actually get the drops from the bots, but I figure like I don't really care if some people get super rich off the bots, because that's the way it works in OSRS too. Sometimes the 1% just get richer and richer, and I don't know. That's part of the fun, I guess, is that the rich can get richer way faster. Not a lot of systems where that doesn't seem to be the case, and then a lot of people complain, so I try and switch things up to make it harder for rich people to get richer faster, but then the rich people don't want to play as much. They're like, oh, I'm just making money as quick as the poor person. And, you know, I am rich and I played a long time, so I should have the advantage. And I kind of agree with that. Yeah, just as long as some people aren't disadvantaged to the point where they can't get rich. I feel like everyone on this game can get rich. Like, even not donating, they can get some pretty decent items. You can get like 100 to 1 KDR in Wild without being rich. You can get, maybe you can go to Lucian and get a bunch of Lucian kills, because Lucian doesn't require like donations or anything to get to. He just requires that you skill a lot to get the skilling rocks. But it is a big advantage to have quickfire. Quickfire is probably the biggest pay to win thing in this game right now. Yeah. Ooh, I got 99 range. It's pretty lit. Oh, this thing is pretty cool where you type and then like does emotes. Check that out. I'll just sit here and do emotes while I'm trying to kill this mage Zet Cat Zek. You can try and say it like Cat Zek. It's hard. It's like, that's not easy. Level 360. The melee one was level 180, right? So maybe they go up like, yeah, 180, 360, and then Jad is probably 720. What I want to know is the max hits of these NPCs, because, yeah, it would kind of be a good indicator of whether or not I will die. Tis Kek. These ones have the same name. Like the smallest ones, and then yeah. That's weird. I got fire coming at me from all directions. These guys are made of fire. Everything is fire. Okay, so maybe I can look at some of my skills and talk about what I will like to do and what I don't want to do. I have range is done. I definitely want prayer. I usually always never do magic for a really long time. Even in RuneScape, I didn't do magic for a long time. But then once I got into it, I got like way into it, and I did a lot of alching. And then I started, there's a certain spell in the spell book, I think I can find it. A lot of people use stun, yeah. With the mud battle staff, you can actually use stun and get a lot of pretty easy experience. Okay, this is going to be difficult. I gotta like go hide from this range one. How? I didn't think that this is gonna suck so hard. Okay, hopefully I'm far enough away from the range one where the range one can't hit me. I forgot that the range one and the mage one could exist at the same time. That will probably be one of the hardest because they're both long range. In RS one time I was really dumb, and I ran up to the mage, the cat Zek, and yeah, I just got KO'd. That was so dumb. Sometimes this range NPC will hit hard, and sometimes a range NPC will not hit hard. It's kind of strange. Alright, we just gotta keep the range one away from me at the moment. Kill the mage one first. I think the range one is over there, if I can see it. Or wait, range one is behind the mage one again, which is good. Am I halfway done yet? Like, how far am I? I'm on wave 35. This is gonna take way longer than I thought. Like, it took an hour already. I think I've been doing this for an hour. It says that my recording has been 1 gigabyte, so I feel like that's about the time, or that's about the size of a 1 hour video. I gotta prearrange. I wonder if it would go a lot faster if I had Eagle Eye. It would go a lot faster if I remembered to drink my overload. Look at all the game points I'm getting. I'm at 71,000 game points. Yeah, that's one thing that I haven't even been using yet. I'll have to definitely use that. Alright, let's kill the range one first. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna run. I'm just not even gonna deal with the range one. Does way too much damage on you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang around this wall right here. It seems like a decent place to hide. Time to fight the Ket Zek. Magic, rune crafting, construction, hunter, summoning, rune crafting. I should go to stealing creation and I could get a lot of 99s there. I could get 99 rune crafting, agility. You can even train agility in there. I don't know if it's a good idea to train agility in stealing creation, but you can, so. I was thinking I could make an account where I only train my stats in stealing creation, just to show like what skills you can get to 99 in there. We're on wave 41. Alright, let's do this. $32,000 XP, 89,000. We're already at 15 million. I might have more experience in range than any other skill already. I wonder if there's like something else I can do while I'm fighting. I should have brought like fletching to do in here at the same time. Maybe make some ruin darts in here. Oh, this takes so long. I was hoping on RSPS it would take less than 3 hours, but feels like it's gonna take 3 hours. I wonder if fight kiln is the same amount of time, or if it's less. It's gotta be less, right? But it's way harder. And they have certain NPCs in fight kiln that are unique. Don't you need to like break the shell off of them sometimes? Okay, I gotta run around here. These ones are the weakest ones. They're pretty much no threat. I'm just waiting for the magic one to show up. There it is. Chris has voted for a death touch dart. Yeah, Death Touch Dart be a pretty sick item to vote for. There's Death Touch Darts in the quest shop, and they cost 1 quest point each. So if you complete, is each quest 1 point? I think each quest is more than 1 point, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think the Death Touch Darts are only 1 quest point though. I'm not sure actually. I know that some quests give 2 to 3 quest points because they're harder, and I actually have the quests organized. I think the easiest ones are up at the top, and then the harder ones are towards the bottom. So once you actually get through the easy ones, then you can start getting more quest points. But yeah, Death Touch Darts. That's one way to get people to vote a lot, and it's not too overpowered, I think, is pretty much just instant kills of certain bosses. And even regular players could go to next and like test their luck. Maybe get a demonic lend, and then see if they can get a next piece basically every day. Tizke. Tizkek. Tizke. Ketzek. 000. Come on, come on. Alright, so I have 3 overloads. Let's see if I can make that 2. 3 doses of an overload. Taken, like, seems like half of my super restores are already gone. I didn't realize I would like drink so many super restores. Probably should have brought less Ceradon brew and like more super restore. Oh wait, I need to pray range for this guy, right? Yeah. I wonder if this rapid renewal works. Let's see. Oh, he's dangerous. Let's see what happens next. I should probably pay attention to like what the next wave is gonna bring. So we're gonna have 2 rangers, I think, and 1 mage. That's gonna be crazy. These ones are getting a little bit annoying because it takes so long to kill them. Wish I had some knives right now, actually. I have 350 remaining bolts, plus the 100 that I have here. Oh no. At least I have a large supply of Ceradon brew. And my squire has reappeared after, what, 30 minutes? So every 30 minutes you gotta tell him to go away. So he comes here, and you can't even use the bank. Like, alright, where do I train? Yeah, squire, I'm kinda in the middle of, like, fighting a whole bunch of Fire Cape NPCs. I'm doing the fight caves right now. Skilling rocks sell for a lot. Do they? Sell to the Grand Exchange or General Store. Wait, I want to figure out how to make more money. PvP. Edge Wests or East. Okay. Statuettes that are worth a lot. Yeah, PvP tokens are good money, I guess. See what they say about bossing / bash. That makes sense. Blink. Blink drops expensive offhands. That's true. Corporal Beast drops Spirit Shields. Other Hangman is great for cash. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't think about. Hangman, like, I kind of need to make cash on this Completionist account, so I need to think about making money. I think getting some event tokens and then trying to sell it to other people would be a good way to do that. And then also, I can get the Anarchy cape. That'd be a cape to try and go for. So like 100 tokens total, I think. Or I might have increased the price of it, I'm not sure. But you get 3. Do you get 3 event tokens for each Hangman? Okay, so this time we're going to have 2 range, which is going to be difficult. Alright, so the mage is right there. I'm actually going to go hide then. And then pray range. Okay. Maybe I should... Okay, auto retaliate is on, which is good. I don't have to run over there and then get attacked by anything else. I don't want anyone sneak attacking me. No one sneak dissing, no one sneak attacking. Alright, let's pray mage. This mage is a little bit scared to fight me. Okay, let's see. Maybe I could fight the rest of this with my whip. No, I'm way too scared to fight this guy with the whip, actually. I could make a video where I do the entire fight caves in just melee gear, but I don't know. I wouldn't be I wouldn't ever do it again if I lost once. I would just be done. Probably never return to fight caves again. I've done fight caves so many times. I probably lost more fight caves than I have won any fight caves, because I had to try it in OSRS like 3 to 5 different times. Yeah, I usually get to wave the 40s or 50s. I think one time I made it to Jad and even died. That's pretty sad. Should I pray mage? What happens after 2 range? I think it's 2 magic. And what? Oh wait, okay, so there's a melee one now. But I think I can just... Oh wait, is he coming at me? Alright, well at least the magic one is trapped over there, as we can see. So I can just pray melee. Cool. One confusing one that always gets me by surprise is when there's a mage, a melee, and a range. I find that one kind of difficult. You get the melee one after you have to hide behind a wall. Then you have to hide from the range one. And you have the range one and the mage one at the same time. You're like, which one do I pray? Trying to pray range. Or wait, no. You'd want to pray mage for sure. If you prayed range, you'd definitely be dead. He's already hit 30 something on me from mage. So that's pretty crazy. Drink some more restore potions. Am I close to finished yet? Like, I'm on wave 44, I think. Maybe I should have had someone lend me a quickfire. I'm gonna try and play and get Completionist Cape without a quickfire. Unlike a lot of our donators who play with quickfires. I'm in it for that OSRS experience with all the OSRS items. I'm not about that quickfire life. A little bit too overpowered. Yeah. Yeah, if I check the damage per second on the quickfire, it's crazy high. And there's actually even one more item that is more powerful than the quickfire. That's the twisted bow. The twisted bow can do special attacks like with a little bit more DPS than the quickfire, so it's worth it to have both the twisted bow and the quickfire on you at the same time. And some people are asking why I don't oh no, why I don't make the twisted bow better than the quickfire is because I kind of like the combination of both, where you have to use the special attack for it to be good, and then without the special attack it's not as good. I think that is decent. Yeah, I remember RS was fun when I didn't know the stats of all the items that I was wearing, and sometimes I'd be wearing like gear that sucked, but it was still fun because I was learning, I was figuring out what everything was and figuring out what was better than the other item. Um, yeah, that was a lot of fun to see all of that. Probably look like a total noob. Also, it was more about fashion. Like you would wear a magic hat, and a magic hat, of course, doesn't have very many stats, but like the magic hat still looks really, really sick. Turns you into a wizard. Yeah, it's weird. You see those hats in Harry Potter, but do any of the do any of the actors in Harry Potter even wear the wizard hats like in the movie? Not really. I think some of them wear the hats, right? Like maybe some of the teachers, and then Dumbledore maybe wears the hat. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird because I just rewatched Harry Potter. I watched all of the movies within a week, like last year. It's pretty fun. I did that with my roommate because my roommate was going to move out. It was the end of the year, and he had to go to Mexico for a job, some sort of internship, where he said he could live at that place for free and then work there. I don't know if he got paid very well, but it sounded like a cool job. I don't know if Mexico would be the place. For me, depends on the town, I guess. But he was kind of fortunate because he had the college experience, so he wouldn't have to do one of their minimum wage paying jobs. And the minimum wage jobs in Mexico are way worse than in the United States. I think that you get paid like maybe $1 per hour at some places, especially manufacturing where they're making cars. Just a horrible deal in general. And now there's a caravan heading towards the United States with tons of Hondurans. I think that the Mexicans will probably try and join their group, or at least quite a few Mexicans. A lot of people are probably joining that, trying to get a free pass in the United States. As long as we have enough jobs for them, like, I mean, whatever. It's a better quality of living in the United States, so that's cool. And then, yeah, California, it really is that like the biggest place for crime. I think that Florida is pretty big for crime, but there's a lot of like Cuban immigrants there. So maybe the Cubans are a little bit more vicious. It's a lot of drug addicts in Florida as well. It's kind of a scary situation. Hopefully Oh, I didn't switch in time. Yeah, the caravan is coming. Oh no. I don't even know how many people it is, but we've already got millions of illegal immigrants, so it's not really a huge deal, I don't think. It's going to be pretty interesting to see it on the news, though, like them all crossing over the border at once. Maybe they'll set up interviews and see what the people have to say. Probably say that it really, really does suck to live in South America. I think that Honduras is part of South America. And Mexico is part of South America too, right? Or is that Central America? Maybe South America is like right beneath Panama. I'm not sure. Alright. Luckily I have the melee NPC trapped. That's good. My video size is now at 1.2 gigabytes. It's crazy. It's a lot of gigabytes. But if I were recording in Hypercam, I could only imagine what is that default setting called where it doesn't use any codec? Whatever that is, yeah, the regular one would be so massive in file size because it wouldn't do any processing on it whatsoever. You would think that the video recording would be a little bit slower when it's doing more processing, but they've gotten a lot better with the codecs, and now the file size can be like 10 to 20 times smaller and look almost the same, actually. It's kind of cool to think about how you can reduce the amount of bits it takes to record for each frame, because like it's recording 20 frames per second, and a lot of the frames are super similar. Like if you look at it right now, each frame changes only a little bit in some areas, unless I went to an entirely new location, but usually most of the frame is the same, so it only has to use the same data over and over. Yeah. I used to work with Java programs, like I would try and create for video editing and also pictures and pixels. I would kind of study all of that and make programs for animating. I was trying to make a program that would let me draw images and then turn the cartoon, or turn it into a cartoon from the images, so it would try and draw the frames in between. Yeah, there's already programs out there that do something super similar to that, though, where you just kind of draw the storyboard and then it creates all the frames in between it. It's how shows like Family Guy and others are created. And then there are other shows like Rick and Morty, which each frame is drawn by hand, which is a lot different, and that's why it looks so much better. Alright, so what wave am I on? Maybe wave like 45 or 46, I'm not sure. This will probably be the first video that's ever been released on the internet of someone doing fight caves on an RSPS. Like, for real. Ooh, look, Flaps is online. I think Flaps used to have staff, but I don't know if he got asked to be demoted, or sometimes he just doesn't make the time requirement. He's really on and off. Yeah, maybe I'll spend some of the video like talking with players. It'll be pretty chill. Flaps has received 99 in fletching, and Flaps is a regular. Oh, Yeah, regular squad is for the win. Somehow I have 23 million in range, and yet I don't have 99 HP. But I'm close. I'm excited. Who is getting demoted? It's a good question. Yeah, I've been talking about demoting a lot of players recently, and I just added something for our staff to see if they're actually talking to new players or not. How is this going down so much? Is that because of the servers? So I've been sitting here with like 83 range. I assume you intended it so items I drop don't show up. Yeah, Carlos is asking me right now why Iron Man can't drop trade to regular players. It's because they're totally different game modes and they're not compatible with one another. And if they can't trade items, then they can't drop trade items, which is basically the reasoning that they can't see items that they drop. Like Iron Man can't see normal drops, and normal can't see Iron Man drops. And something kind of weird happened recently where an Iron Man and an Insane mode like fought each other in the wild and then got the drops of the other person, even though they're not even supposed to be able to trade really. Ooh, actually, this pillar right here can be a great place to save spot because like yeah, they can't get to me from there. But back to the staff thing, yeah, I'm going to be checking how much we talk to the new players, like people who join today or tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that like our staff are actually seeing if they need help, and just I want them to go chill with the new players and make friends with the new players, because that's really what RSPS is about. Like, actually go make friends with the people and chill with them. It's a nice text-based game, and you don't see a lot of text-based games anymore. It's like mostly first-person shooters with everyone like on the voice chat getting pretty mad at each other. It's pretty lame. Yeah, one time though, I saw two kids. They're flaming each other, but then afterwards they asked each other if they wanted to friend each other on Xbox Live. I'm like, oh god, that's just how you make friends now. You gotta flame the other kid hard on the other team, and then you make friends with them. We're on wave 54. That's pretty sick. Alright, pray melee. Hide behind this pillar, which I underestimated the power of this pillar here. Very, very good safe spot. Looks like I'm gonna have definitely enough resources. I was a little bit worried, but these later waves are actually not lasting as long. And I think the reason they're not lasting as long is because it seems like I'm fighting less of those annoying birds and less of those annoying other ones. Okay, maybe I should pray magic. But I bet I can walk further away and get only the range one on me, right? Oh, he's dead. So I need to pray mage. Yeah. I'm listening to, like, there's a lot of new songs out by a lot of new artists. I think I'm listening to Kodak Black right now. I'm not sure. Kodak, does he have like a new album out? Or am I just listening to a whole bunch of weird songs? I'm listening to Don't Wanna Breathe by Kodak Black. I'm gonna click go to album. Apparently it's on his album from Project Baby 2. It's probably a pretty old song. Can't imagine that it's terribly new, but I think the reason it's playing so many Kodak songs, I'm like on the Kodak station, so I've just never heard this song before. It's kind of weird. Let's read some other songs on here. Versatile, Change My Ways, Roll in Peace. Roll in Peace is alright. Sixth Sense, Don't Want to Breathe, Need a Break. Transportin'. Some of these songs are annoying. I don't know. Transporting, the first time I listened to it, I'm like, I mean, it's alright, but it's kind of annoying as well. I think I'm on wave like 55 right now. It's going to be fun to see how long it took after this is all finished. My file size is now almost 1.5 gigabytes. It's 1.4. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Let's see what's happening in the friends chat. Unhelpful, you're trash. I don't think people should be so mean to helpful, but also helpful didn't respond. It's weird. He always responds, like, he's always on top of it. Let's play range. Ooh, I got 99 hit points. I think it should be hit points again. Like, Constitution, that's lame. Hit points is where it's at. Is that how it is on OSRS? It's just hit points? Oh, melee. So that was the melee range and mage that I was talking about, but not quite as hard as I expected. Gonna have to pray mage. Yeah. Go hide over here. Cat Zack. Let's kill the Cat Zack. Oh, I don't know what happened to my arm. One of my arms hurts a lot. Ow. I don't know if it's like a muscle or a... Ow, that hurts. I was lifting weights just a few days ago. Like, I hurt this muscle it's like my shoulder muscle on one side. Yeah, it was really painful. I definitely ripped it, and then it was totally fine for 5 hours, and then it wasn't fine anymore, and it hurt a lot, and then I went and laid down, and then it was fine. Then I'm like, oh, I could just get back up, right? No, because then it started hurting again, and I had to lay down. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, can I even go to class tomorrow? Like, if it's gonna hurt this bad? Because it hurts to walk. Like, you actually use a lot of the muscles in your back when you're walking, usually. So, like, yeah, it would just be 20 minutes of pain walking to class, back and forth. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Like, I got to class, and it was, like, medium pain. And then at class, I actually had no pain, which I found extremely surprising. I thought I would be, like, in massive amount of pain and not be able to pay attention. Teacher would ask me a question, and I'm like, can you repeat that, please? Like, oh no, wait, I could actually die. I gotta be careful here. I need some pray. Pray. Okay. Yeah, I hurt my shoulder, and, like, it's 2 days later. It's an on and off pain, which I find that very, very weird. I woke up and it hurt, and now it, like, doesn't hurt. Oh. I gotta, like, be watching way closer, 'cause I could die. Hopefully I'm almost on Jad, but I'm gonna have to, like, not be talking too much when I'm doing Jad, Like, this is gonna be very difficult. Yeah, yeah, my shoulder, like, always towards the end of the day where it starts hurting. And when I was in that class and I walked home, like, it didn't hurt anymore. So I'm like, did it repair that quickly? And like, I'm just good now. But then the next day it started hurting again, and I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, am I don't have enough protein, or what's going on here? It's usually when my muscles are like fatigued or tired, I guess. Like towards the end of the night, I'll feel it more. What are all these NPCs? I gotta seriously like hide. Please leave me alone. This auto retaliate is like gonna be the death of me for real. Did you see that? Like 3 times in a row it's trying to lure me out there. Yeah. I would say I've been close to dead maybe once, but once Jad happens, then I'll definitely be close to dead a lot. And the weird thing about this minigame is it's like the only place where NPCs don't run away. Usually they run away if you're safe spotting them. Like in OSRS, the green dragons will run away. But yeah, this is a mini game where they just allow themselves to get safe spotted. Gonna pray mage now. I seriously have no idea what wave I'm on. Obviously wave like 57, 58. Seems like I have enough super restores, but running out of Ceradomin flasks. One thing I noticed that really messes people up on the fight caves is when you're doing Jad and you're trying to use your Ceradomin brew, you don't want to be clicking on your Ceradomin brew really. You want to be switching your prayers because you could be clicking on this, not switch your prayer in time, and then what ends up happening is you just got KO'd. Because Jad can hit your full HP, so you really have to focus on changing your prayer. Like, I've seen people complete fight caves if you pray correctly with the 1 HP remaining. You could actually still defeat Jad. Okay, apparently from here he can get me. I wish I could train prayer in here. Like, if they drop bones, that'd be sick. Maybe they drop like fire bones, and fire bones give even more experience than ogre bones. That'd be pretty cool. Stealing creation event will begin in 2 minutes. Yeah, maybe I could attend stealing creation events. That'd be fun. Stealing creation could pretty easily just go in there and train for 20 minutes. And Sam was complaining that stealing creation games are too long because he has to do them for Completionist. And yeah, actually I'll have to do them at some point, so might as well do it while there's bonuses. You can get like 15 event tokens, I think, in only a half an hour. And that's the same as answering 5 hangmen. So yeah, I think you'd see about 5 hangmen in 30 minutes. Hangmen usually happens every 3 minutes. I wonder if anyone's like actually answering the hangman though. I guess not. A new hangman has begun. I'm one of them. You could be too. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know that one either. I'm one of them. You could be too. I guess everyone could switch to You can switch to Deadman now on Anarchy, so like you could switch to maybe not Iron Man, but you could switch to hardcore Deadman. Even from regular, I could do that. I was actually planning on doing that. I would, on a regular account, get all my skills up really high, and then I would switch to Deadman. I don't know about hardcore. Maybe I switched to hardcore, or maybe I switched to difficult. But on my last Deadman, I had a difficult Deadman, and yeah, I at least got my combat stats up to 99, but I can't say that I got much more than that. Tis Keck. Let's go. Okay, so before they couldn't do this, but now apparently he can shoot fireballs through there. This isn't adding up. I wonder if long range actually works, like if I could really shoot long range. I don't know if it's working. Oh, long range doesn't work. That's lame. It used to work, but that would just be a way to safe spot certain bosses, I bet. Because certain bosses only have a range of 10, and with long range, I think the range was 12, so it'd be kind of easy to safe spot. And this guy should hit harder, shouldn't he? Like, I feel like this guy should be hitting more than zeros, but he's only ever hit zeros on me. I don't know. I've never had 99 defense in RuneScape either. I mean, I guess it's only 85 defense, but you got Pestle and Mortar. That's one thing I have to add is the Insane Shop. That's not at Edgeville yet. I gotta add that to Edgeville. 99 range, 30 million range experience. Yeah. I think regular is 100 times experience. Challenging is 25, so it's 4 times harder. So if I were on challenging mode right now, I would be like halfway to 99. I would be only at 92. But that's like not too bad. And then hardcore is actually 100 times harder. So if I were on hardcore, I would be at 1/100th of this XP, which would be, would that be 300,000? Yeah, I think so. I wonder if I should turn on auto retaliate. I don't think it's worth it. The cool thing about overloads in here is that it'll restore your stats for you. Yeah, see. And then it gives me like outrageously high range, 122. XSplit keeps showing me a message saying that like my CPU is super high. I wonder how hot my laptop is. Actually not that hot. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I'm surprised that the recording quality is actually decent. I would expect my frame rate to be like really, really bad. I'm recording right now only 20 frames per second. I bet if I were recording at 30 frames per second, it'd be a lot slower. It'd be a lot like glitchier, and yeah. I don't like that too much when there's like a whole second where it's not having frames. It's pretty lame. Oh my god, what happened? I think I'm listening to an entire Kodak Black album right now because I went to his album. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's play Mage. We're on wave 61. What wave is that? Is that like... Please don't kill me. If the mage one can hit me through this pillar, like, I'm gonna be so mad, because that's gonna be like the death of me. Okay, so even if the mage one can hit me, then I can play or pray. I'll see if I can hit this guy. Insanes can't get Pestle and Mortal. I don't think I can give Iron Newt that item right now. I probably gotta add him as well. I can't spawn him it right now, and I should probably tell him like I'm busy. I'm almost on Jad, so really I can't be giving away items yet. But maybe after I get the fire cape. Once I get the fire cape, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Like, maybe I'll go PKing. Go make some money with the PvP. Yeah, I wouldn't say the stats are like really, really great, but it's kind of a symbolic thing. Fire cape is just really overpowered looking. Alright, so if I'm on wave 62, that means there's like two mage NPCs. All of my insanes are freaking out about Pestle Immortal right now. Pestle Immortal. Am I saying it right? Pestle and Mortar. And that's necessary for Herblore, I think. We should have a cop or next event soon. I agree with the next event, but I don't think we need any cop events. That'd be pretty lame. Okay, yeah, so this is wave 62. There's a second mage, which apparently is hiding all the way over here. Jad could spawn anywhere. I have to watch very closely, and I have to probably zoom out. I probably should have zoomed out like way earlier, but whatever. And my internet connection isn't the greatest, so I think that I might have a little difficulty with a little bit of lag here and there. I'm not sure if it's evident if you're watching the video, but like, yeah, sometimes hits don't show up right away. Okay, so now it's time. Look out, here comes Jad. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like, for real, oh shit. Like, this is gonna be scary. Like, what do? I pray mage? I gotta wait for Jad to come to me, I think. Like, where is he? Like, where is he hiding? Oh, the squires come back to haunt me. And there's Jad, the beast. The beast. I don't want help. Oh, wait, no. Wait, tell me something interesting. No, I think he already left. Whatever. Okay, so everyone's gonna have to leave me alone. Like, I can't be doing updates right now. I'm trying to fight Jad. I'm gonna switch to my Dragon Bolts. I could go and attempt to go Rambo with this whip, but I don't know if I'm skilled enough or brave enough. Okay. There's actually a quest where you have to fight Jad. I should go do that. Jad looks more like a dog than he used to. Huh. Okay. So if he stomps, is that mage? Or like, I forget exactly. I think, is that range or mage? Oh, that was range. He just hit a 0 with range. I think I gotta pray range for that, right? Okay. I think I've got it figured out now. He hit a 0 on me, isn't that weird? What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Those are his healers. Luckily I already almost have him dead. It's lagging. Oh shit. I gotta pray. It's a good thing I got him like locked down here. I'm just gonna kill these little things. And if he gets healed, we should see some sort of graphic over here, right? Like, I think that's how that works. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure these guys are gone, even if it doesn't matter that much. I just don't like what's going on. But if I'm at 1100 HP, that means I can't die, right? It's like, what is Jad's max hit? Isn't his max hit like 980? Or is it 990? Alright, so I think I want to pray mage now. Did I kill him? His healers didn't even heal him at all. You even defeated TZ. Tis Toke Jad. I am most impressed. Please accept this gift as a reward. Yeah, thanks. I got the fire cape. It's lit. This is the most lit thing that could happen in this entire game, guys. Watch. Watch, watch, watch. I gotta say it again. Yeah, check that. That's the fire cape right there. Wow, nice. Let's check that colon requirements, see what's going on. Yeah, check that out. My only thing's done. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Alright, well, that's the end. That's the end.